The episode opens with Owen Hunt struggling to manage both his emotions and his professional duties. Still reeling from his separation from Teddy Altman, Owen snaps at Link for stepping in to help a patient before being officially cleared to return to work. The outburst, though harsh, reveals how much pressure Owen is under, but he quickly realizes his mistake and apologizes. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Owen admits that Link has been one of the few people genuinely checking in on him, and he values their friendship more than he initially let on. Soon after, Owen has a surprise encounter with Nora, an old acquaintance who comes into Grey Sloan with what she fears are serious chest pains. Thankfully, the diagnosis turns out to be nothing more than indigestion, but the visit leads to a much deeper connection. Having already heard about Owen's split from Teddy, Nora offers her sympathy, and perhaps a spark of something more. When Owen invites her to dinner, she accepts, setting the stage for what could be a fresh romantic start for the often heartbroken trauma surgeon. As the recap cheekily notes, if Teddy can move on so quickly, why shouldn't Owen? Teddy and Cass work through growing pains. Meanwhile, Teddy Altman and Dr. Cass Shepard, Amelia's cousin, face their first relationship hiccup. Cass feels hurt and confused when Teddy seems to only want to see her behind closed doors, keeping their relationship hidden from colleagues. Teddy confesses that she's struggling to feel in control of her life, and that those intimate moments with Cass are her emotional anchor, the only time she feels safe. Cass, rather than ending things, gently suggests that taking their relationship public might actually give Teddy a greater sense of empowerment and stability. Teddy agrees, signaling that they may be moving towards something more open and committed. Jackson Avery returns to Grey Sloan in one of the episode's biggest moments. Jackson Avery Jesse Williams makes his first appearance since season 21, returning to Grey Sloan Memorial with his usual mix of charm and sharp intellect. His return is met with mixed reactions, none more tense than Meredith Gray's. The two immediately clash when a discussion about Tom Korosic's Alzheimer's research turns heated. Meredith is outraged that Korosic published findings based only on male mice, ignoring how the disease and treatment responses may differ in females. She argues that such limited research could mislead the scientific community. Jackson, however, initially dismisses her concerns, pointedly reminding her that she has an unused lab in Boston and no published studies of her own. A biting remark that leaves Meredith visibly hurt. But fate throws them together when a cancer survivor patient scheduled for breast reconstruction also requires an unexpected hernia repair. The patient insists on having both surgeries the same day, desperate to feel whole again after years of medical hardship. Jackson refuses at first, citing safety concerns, but Meredith empathizes with the woman's emotional need and agrees to perform both procedures, igniting more tension between her and Jackson. During the dual surgery, their bickering reaches a boiling point. Jackson, frustrated, mocks Meredith by saying, "You made your point. Too bad you can't publish that." The jab is childish and cutting, but later, Jackson realizes he was wrong. Seeing how grateful and happy the patient is post-op, he apologizes to Meredith for his arrogance and acknowledges that she was right to put compassion first. The episode closes with Jackson offering her a ride back to Boston, which she surprisingly accepts despite their rocky day together. Cue the fans wondering, is this just professional tension or something more? Other developments at Grey Sloan. The hospital remains as busy and emotionally charged as ever. Lucas Adams grows increasingly attached to Katie, a cancer patient he's helping enroll in a clinical trial. His compassion runs deep, and when he asks Bailey to stay on her care team, it's clear his connection to Katie may be more than just professional. Viewers can already sense heartbreak on the horizon. Bailey encourages Ben Warren to chase his newfound passion for plastic surgery, even if it means committing to 3 more years of residency, a major decision that could reshape his medical path and strain his personal life. Simone and Jules hit a minor roommate snag when Jules refuses to move in with her and Quan. Initially hurt, Simone later learns Jules's reason. She's an impossibly heavy sleeper whose multiple blaring alarm clocks have destroyed past roommate relationships. Her honesty saves the friendship before it ever has a chance to sour. Over in plastics, Quan redeems himself after last week's blunder by pretending to have food poisoning, allowing Kavita, a plastics fellow, to assist Jackson during surgery. The bold move pays off. Kavita impresses Avery and earns a spot in his coveted plastics posse. Their professional success also sparks some undeniable flirtation, with Quan giving Kavita a playful, admiring look as she leaves the room. Final thoughts: this episode of Grey's Anatomy beautifully balances personal vulnerability, professional rivalry, and romantic rediscovery. Meredith and Jackson's fiery reunion reignites old chemistry. Teddy and Cass navigate intimacy and self-control, and Owen tentatively steps into a new chapter with Nora. With Jesse Williams' return adding nostalgia and emotional depth, Goodbye Horses feels like a perfect blend of classic, grays, sharp, heartfelt, and just the right amount of messy.